then Nikto is good to follow, because hackers sometimes they become specialized. Hackers who just target operating system. There are also hackers who just target, because them they are interested in the bugs that are found in websites, every website which is online. So they are in those categories. There are those who are interested in the website vulnerability, those who are in operating system vulnerability, those who are interested in ports, those who are interested in services running on various ports, those who are interested in various other things on the network. So they are in those categories. So as a penetration tester, you have to be in all of them. Okay, you must be cross-cutting. Okay. So Nikto is a simple web scanner that examines the website and report back vulnerabilities that it can find or that it finds on the website, which you can use to exploit that site. Okay? So it is also one of the widely used website vulnerability tool in industry. Very, very important. Okay, so before attacking a website, a hacker penetration tester will first compile a list of target surfaces, generate reports which they will present to you as a penetration tester or pen tester or hacker to those. You can know how or which places you want to point your scope or which areas you are interested in to hack. So it is like a thief who walks house. There are those who find windows were forgotten, they are open. And there are those who find the doors not locked. And there are those who find things hanging outside. Okay? So these types of thieves, if is the one who picks those things hanging outside, they will leave the door. They will just go and pick something hanging and go. That is their specialization. Although they have seen vulnerabilities of the window opening, the door was locked, the unlocked also, the doors were left opening, they are not, because they just picks hanging stuff and go. You find that hackers, different types, who are interested in different things, are interested in different things. Okay, so when these scanners, they will do various vulnerabilities. Tons and tons. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5 of vulnerability on a single website or domain. So then, after you have all that information, you will know where to point your scope. Okay? Where to point your scope of your hacking. What are you interested in? Website services, website vulnerabilities, bugs, faults, loose network. It's up to you. So with a web scanner such as Nikto, you can actually hunt down vulnerabilities. Okay, we can use as a way to attack the target. So there are commands that you can find. For example, if you go to Kali, I hope you guys are in Kali now. You have Kali. So if you go to Kali, you can actually load this tool called Nikto. If you do not have Nikto on Kali, you can say apt-get install. You must be able to install it. But if you already have it, you can access it. Okay, let me just stop sharing. Then I quickly go to the site. I mean that the site has no vulnerability. You still have bugs, vulnerabilities, misconfigurations. So you can take advantage of the misconfiguration. Like the bugs on the website, bugs in the HTML on the website. So the website will still have vulnerabilities, even if it has an SSL certificate. Sometimes you find the bugs where the SSL certificate is exposed such that you access it by saying Nikto, and it comes, looks like an alien. When you click, it will load. Then you can use the command Nikto -h www.cbu.ac.zm. Oh, damn it. No, not CBU, KMU, AC.zm, and you run it. Okay. So now, when you run it, it must be able to scan the website. When it scans the website, it's bringing all sorts of issues with the website. Okay, so like you can see, Nikto version 2.16. Just hang on a minute. You will target this vulnerability on the website for Kapasa. Another vulnerability is it is possible the cross-site scripting is not defined. So you can actually spoof this site. Okay? So you can go to this site, links while the administrator not know what you have done. You can embed your own links, which will redirect a visitor to a site, which is a trap. Why? Because the cross script protection header is not defined. So this site is open for a hacker to manipulate XSS. Okay, so that's when it has finished. So it has finished. Okay, so that is another that is another vulnerability. Look it up. So hackers normally, sometimes you can hack a site with very little knowledge. You just go, you find the vulnerability, ask Google explains to you. You might know everything from class, but Google will give you more information, more insight what that is. Okay? So with very little knowledge, you can hack a site. Where they found the vulnerability, they went to YouTube, YouTube explained to them, then they did one simple step and they hacked the site. Okay? So like we said already, guys, don't attack your mother. Also, don't attack your father. Meaning, sites for Kapasa, sites for University, Kapasa Makasa is your mother, Kababel University is your father. So don't attack. Go elsewhere like your neighbor. Okay? So go to your neighbor. If you went to, let's say, University, you went to inquire, they did answer you properly. Target them. You don't do that. I'm just joking. So we found the vulnerabilities, right? And the click checking frame option header. So it is possible to hack the site, and I put a banner, a new banner per website, yeah, hacked by Supersploit Kid. remove it from the site. So some of those things are such that, for example, anti-cross-site scripting, or maybe anti-checking. They are just parameters that needs to be set to correct the site in the website, or in the website content management system. For example, if they have used Joomla to come up with a website, they just go in Joomla and set those defaults from some. Okay, the next tool is called Sparta. The next tool is called Sparta. So we are done with the website crawler, which is called Nikto. We move forward to another one called Sparta. I'm sure some of you have watched Sparta. Let's say it's a movie. No, this was King Sparta. The guy was known for. Okay, he was known for courage. He was very courageous. He was a fight warrior. You know, that courage whereby he follows an enemy and he fights an enemy in their territory. I've not seen that movie. I'm just imagining that's a courage that he had. I'm just lying. Okay, fine. So next tool is called Sparta, for courage. Okay, so Sparta is another tool. Actually, it's a Python-based GUI application that automates scanning, information gathering, and vulnerability assessment. Now, Sparta combines tools inside it. So it has Nikto inside, it has WhatWeb inside, it has Nmap inside, it has Buster, Netcat, and many other tools inside in one. It's like it's a you initiate Sparta and you want to scan certain vulnerabilities on a site. It will involve all these. Okay, maybe Nikto will start scanning the site. When it finds something, it will get a snapshot and pass it to WhatWeb. WhatWeb will scan. When it finds something that Nmap can exploit, it will pass it to Nmap. Nmap will scan. It will also create a snapshot, pass it to their Buster, Netcat, and you find at the end of the day you have a huge information, and possibly with exploits available for those found vulnerabilities. Just imagine, for example, you scan it with this Sparta, and the Sparta finds that anti-click jacking is not defined, or then other tools will discover exploits that are available for the anti-click attack. Did you hear what I said? You have scanned with the Sparta. Nikto finds anti-click jacking as a problem. Their Buster will find exploits that are available for the open ports, or available for those services. Exploits available for anti-click jacking or X-frame, etc. Such that attack, and then Buster exploit attack the site. I must say, guys, that this I'll show you in part. Okay, I'm showing you in part, but don't do anything, please. And because the tool is quite overzealous. The way it is when you're just scanning a site, it is overzealous. You know, whereby if you have got a dog, no, this dog is whereby if you say swat, you just want to scare people. Now the dog is over that it now goes ahead and bites. No, that is not good. So Sparta is like such a whereby you are just scanning a site for vulnerabilities, but it also starts invoking Hydra attack. It has found a vulnerability. It invokes Hydra to attack that open port, to attack the the website, web framework, it will attack just like that. So the search is a tool. Search is a tool. Okay? Search is a tool called Sparta. I said, all right. I said, and the okay, don't do it. Okay, don't do it. It was designed with a simple point-click user interface, which discovers services easy to navigate, intuitive way. Yeah, it's a very simple but nice tool. It is an excellent take-on tool worth learning. Anyway, there are other tools that you can still exploit. So with that, you can find, for example, ports which are open. And those ports may be having services running on them. But if you want to try out passwords, you can use Sparta. And Sparta, you use built-in password, which are word lists, like Kali Linux has, like passwords, a list, like it has got files, which contains passwords, different permutations. Now with Sparta, if, for example, to scanning a site and finds port 22 or port 1 is open and the service code SSH running on it is capable of using the brute force module to start trying out those passwords on what it has found. It can invoke also hide to do that fit mission. Like I was saying, that the tool is quite overzealous. You will just be scanning on a surface, which we are calling what? Scanning on a surface. You know what I mean by scanning on the target surface, list of target surfaces. So we're just scanning, we're not doing anything. But the tool, without giving it instructions to attack, it starts attacking using brute force mode. And you find that when you're scanned, it has also some passwords using some word lists. So it has inbuilt passwords tried out automatically, trying password. So if it finds that one of them is open, it will be on the same port, what web? On the same port, Enima. On the same port, Teoni. On the same port, Gaba. Port, by the time we push our camera, port famous, and imagine ports which are there. So these two generate a lot of traffic such that the owners will eventually know that, okay, we don't know what is going on, but I think our network is slow. I think somebody is doing something. These people who are in security, they will know that we are being scanned. So one of the ways to stop such effects from scanners, we know that when we put our sites online, they will be scanned, whether they like it or not. One of the ways is to configure our network devices to drop all requests. For example, if we have any ICMP sweep, the router must drop all the pinging. That is one of the ways of securing the network drop. There are other tools, guys, which I thought you can explore by yourselves. Is what is called OpenVAS. Chapter 2, Nessus. Some of these things you can find them back to OpenVAS, Nessus, Retina, Wallis, Nextpose. This is endless. These are the tools that you steal and unearth vulnerabilities and present them to you. Now it's up to you to pick one by one this vulnerability. What is it? You understand it by Googling. You understand what attacks you. You understand how you can secure this before the next vulnerability. How to get. So they are not for, you don't just see them for, and wow, that's what you got the text. Each piece of information for a hacker is key, because each one of them, you underline them, you pick them, you put it on the list, then you start compiling what are possible attack options that it has and windows. But systematically, they will look at how to exploit one of the vulnerabilities. So you discover that if it is a website or network that those vulnerabilities, not only one thief will come, there could be many different ways. So that is the problem. Okay, so that if we explore what they like exploring, hanging items, open windows, open doors, etc. One of us kabora kapanganda. I work so much chap. I work do chapwa. Joseph apitirira dormant. Then there are thieves whereby they enter the house, they find the money per table, big money, bundles like a pin Monday. I pity the baka. I sort of a fridge. I don't think I okay, fine, guys. So those are the other tools you can look at. So open verse, nest, of course, there are quite many. Let me go to sharing and we go to look at Sparta. You see if we have Sparta in your card Linux. Okay. So Sparta can scan a range of IP addresses on a network, but it can also scan web domain names. Okay, so the tool looks like this, and once you launch a scan, it will ask you to, okay, so when you test the tool, you go to where it says click here to add hosts. So that's where you put the URL or an IP address, and then it will start scanning, invoking different tools, AMAP, Nikto, and others, depending on what it is. So it keeps invoking what is important to it as it continues scanning. Okay, so you can do lab 3 when we meet next week. You can also, for those who are overzealous, can also present. Yes, for example, you say that you scanned this organization and you found this, and what you scanned probably was an IP address or a URL. You can show us guys. No, it's a matter of career interest. Okay, so after you have used Sparta to analyze the results of what you scanned or the services reported, you have the brute force module, which can show you what action you can take. For example, you can launch brute force or the Kapasa web slayer on it. Like, please don't you can run npap scripts on a port. But now you must know that some of these options, options that you can on what you have found, sometimes they can crash the remote server. Okay, so should you want your action to crash a server at the end? Sometimes you can launch a brute force, but brute force will penetrate into the service. At the end of the day, that service will malfunction. That's how some of those attacks behave. So the brute force means that you break certain things entering there. Brute force is like a thief goes to a house, finds out everything closed, then but they can still enter, or they can break in the window. They put tape on the window nicely, tape it, hammer with a knuckle, and it will break like poof, and the owners won't hear anything, but you know don't say that they are pulling them because you are taped. So It will just come out of boom. A punch. Nothing will fall down, no fragments. No punch with the window. Quite brute force. I run a door. I benefit. By the time the owners are waking up, they find that your things were broken. And they say breaking into. So you find that some of the actions that you would use using Nikto Sparta, like they send the brute force. The brute force will enter will penetrate port 22 with force. Whatever it will find, it will break and crush them and still get inside. Access the service once it's done. They come out and use that service malfunctioning. I mean, you are very okay, so some of those are the, so when you click on this, you get something, you find that some of the services may crash. Or sometimes you can log into results server for Kapasa Makasa for students. But how do you log in there? You have to be mindful of whether when you log in, you will crash the server, or when you log in, you will log in nicely. Some tools can allow you to just log in normal way. For example, if I want to get tools, if I want to get, I'm not teaching you to do bad things, I'm just trying to explain. If, for example, I want to get into that server for results or information, student information system, just like a normal student logging in and logging out, I can use certain tools whereby I put a script on the login screen without them knowing, especially if I've seen that I scanned the website, I discovered cross scripting protections not defined. So I can put a script behind the portal when a student is trying to log in, or when an administrator is trying to log in. That script copies the password and the username and ships it to me in secret, because I spoofed the website. Why? Because of the vulnerability code X-frame, not defined. So I expected that to get and deposit a script where they log in. So when they are typing a username, ship it to me. Password, ship it to me. I have it. So I will log into their system just like the way they log in. So once I log into their system, that's like the way they log in. At least hacking is smooth. It will not crash the system like some of the actions. And this, whatever you don't care if you destroy their system. If you destroy their system. That's where now you can use some of the hacking which results into crashing the remote computer. But if you don't want to crash the remote computer, you can log still the okay to understand. Let's look at it. Okay, so that is what it is. So you find that once you scan, you find services, take your time, look at them, look at what has been found, look at some of the actions that can be done. For example, on this port, when you say send the brute force, of course it will go and crash the server. Sometimes it will not crash the server, but it will probe for what passwords exist. Okay, so with the Sparta, you can also browse for web lists. Actually, Kali Linux has web lists, which are found in Kali under users USR, users word, users, I think it should be /user/ is it root /web list, and that's where it will have these passwords. These passwords will be tried if you go to root under this Sparta. Go to root. Okay, you put the target IP address here, the port number, and then you put the /10 passwords. Now this is a word list that you pick from if you've got other word lists, you can use them. But if you are relying on maybe .g's password list, then you can select file under browse, you pick it, you put it there, usernames where I say maybe root and admin. Many those are the ones which are found. Root, admin, administrator, my usernames are ID, but sometimes if you have put other usernames where you have put names of people, James Mukuka, James Piri, Peter Morenga, Gabriel Contour, all those you put the username list, so that the system picks a username, it tries all the password, picks a username, tries all the password, picks a username, but when it logs in and it performs a two-way handshake, it will then mark that username and the mark password and say found. Then to go to the next, just like that. So until at the end of the journey, it will now come and tell you that okay, the password was found, or passwords were found, which can be used to log into this service. Okay, that is how you can work with Sparta as a tool. So take your time, learn every tab step by step, and try out. Okay, but now you are going to try out other people's online services. That's where the problem is. Like we're asking already, to say that why don't we have a damn computer somewhere? We put it up, then we connect directly to it through a switch or directly through the wire, and then we are scanning those services. It will be safer to brute force, safer to attack and see the effects. Now, if you go to an online service of other people, you might crash their services which they are using for business. And once they get to know about you, before long you're in trouble. Before long you start facing lawsuits, because the online service means business for most organizations. For example, if you have attacked Airtel and you've cast the server for mobile, imagine the amount of business that they will have lost for just 1 hour. And all that is going to be lumped on you. You know, we have lost 2 billion kwacha because this boy. Now when I was shout at this stupid boy, but you were like, wow, I am Superman. With this power, I can take the world. You see, you will be celebrating like, we should celebrate. Anyway, we will come in and say, no, he's a student, just when if your system there was secure, secure. Yeah, open your eyes, wake up. Eh? Why are you calling him stupid? You are a what? So right, so that's what it will do. So it will scan and then say, and okay, it now say successfully completed, one valid password found. So finally, this was tried on a test environment, and that's how it works. Okay, let me and share, and we briefly go to Sparta under this one, right? So close this window, that was Nikto. So Sparta also uses Nikto. So you go to that, you search. So you say Sparta. Okay, Sparta is there, it's installed. So it will come and it will show this inventory money. But if you don't have it, again, we said that you can go to apt get or sudo get install or apt install Sparta. Then we go apt. For some guidelines, you say sudo apt get install Sparta. But for some, it depends on which whether you're using 2021 or using which guidelines. So you can Google and then still there will be commands how to install Sparta, and you have it. So say Sparta comes, then when you click to load that, and then it will bring the white screen. Yes, so Sparta has come. So Sparta 1.3 has loaded. So when you come here, you click here to bring this window, and then when it brings this window, you say I can use a URL, or I can use an IP address. I can use, I guess this is mother's. So this is mother's add scope. When I say add scope, automatically Sparta begins scanning over ZILAS2. Now it scanner, and when it's scanning, it has invoked first Nikto. Oh, sorry, it has invoked Nmap. So mind you guys, so this will also so when it finds discovers things, now it passes the control to Nikto. Nikto, go ahead, swing in action on port 80. So when it finds something by Nikto, it will invoke another thing, swing in action on this vulnerability. So already it is telling you that the web services, port 80 is open, port 443 is open. So Nikto, Nmap created a snapshot and sent it to Nikto. Nikto is now working on port 8 and port 443. Whatever it finds, it will still pass to other guys. So like they are working in a group on one interface. So if I go to services, I'll find HTTP port 80, HTTPD, the services, the tools. I'll find that okay, these are the ones, and when I go to Nikto, it will also tell me that, of course, the same vulnerabilities we found just also discovered, and telling you the vulnerabilities that are existing on this website. And okay, defined. Okay, so it will tell you those. So it will continue scanning. This is the beginning. So it will go on scanning until it finds problems, more problems for that matter. Okay, so you guys, you are being in the network inside there. Now it will exploit more because you are inside right there. I recommend that you don't use this thing on your mother. If I come here, I right click, let's say port 80, I want to explore this weak port. I can take a screenshot, I can open in the browser to see what is running here. I can say, what is running on this port 80? HTTP. Is it really anything running? So if there's anything running, it will open in this browser. So I'll right click, open the browser. Sometimes it take me to, okay, network, I'm sure things will open. Okay, it's trying to load what is running there. Now it's running webmaster. Sorry, here it finds some more vulnerabilities. Now it's talking about the cPanel. Ooh, hey. God damn it. Now it's talking about cPanel, guys. cPanel. Port 80. cPanel. Problem son. So if the way it is, it means that those guys have left port 80, which can be exploited for the cPanel. No, the cPanel is the control center for the website. At least you secure port. You get the point. There are tools which can exploit this HTTP. Okay. When you go to the tools, yes. Furthermore, so if I come to brute force, this is where I was saying, so if you can get the IP address, you put it there, 41, depending on what it has found. For example, if it finds, let's say, SSH or other ones, other ports, and come and put them here. Put 3, put 22. Of course, using 22 is SSH, then I can search for the web. Okay, the web is a list of passwords. that can be used on that port. So when I click there, okay, I was saying, okay, for Kali Linux, the word lists are found in user share word list. So for the bus, I have got something for Metasploit, for that, for DNS, and I've got some things that I can use against. So a rock is another list of passwords that can be used to brute force into a victim. So when I click it, it will come here. Okay, so if I've got usernames which I'm thinking that they could use, maybe administrator, root, admin, the names of people, I can compile that list, I put it there, and then I can select it under there. For example, I add the text file, and then I pick it there. Now I've got an arsenal which can now try to brute force. When it finds the password, it will. So if I click, I'll run. For example, now it begins. For example, that is after I click. So it is not scan. So it is not scan. Bam. So it will invoke Hydra. Hydra is the password cracker. It uses those also way starting. So it's okay, password has been found. So I will go to the site and access the SSH. We type the username, I'll type the I want to do there. It depends on the window. What he wants to do using the open window, it is up to him. So if it is me, I've managed to open the door. What I will do inside, it's up to are we together? It's up to you. So that is how Sparta worked and that's how it will be used. Okay, fine, right. That is what you can do with the boot. If you are going to use boot, you will of course select yes. That's what I was saying. All right, so okay, so we have found SSH. Wow. Yeah. God, yeah. Now we have found even SSH. SSH is a very powerful remote administration tool. So for me, who is far somewhere using TCP wrap, I can actually use brute force. I don't care. Or I can use NetCat. Or I can use Telnet. I can use a script. I can first of all grab the banner. Okay, let me just use a friendly thing to grab the banner. What is there? What service is running on this port? The part of the banner. You have heard. Just checking the banner that let's see what it will bring. I didn't say you do anything. I said don't do anything. Even Adam and Eve were told don't eat. The day that they ate, behold, they were naked, and they rushed to the leaves to cover themselves, and the leaves did not cover them. That's what happened. Okay, so guys, unless we have any questions, I would be happy to see you guys also attempt lab 3 and scan something. If you can create a dummy computer, a test there, right there in Kapasa Makasa, where you would want to test as you begin to grow in your career of hacking and penetration testing, you need to be able to penetrate. Wow, I found another thing. Have you seen this guy? I found another thing called the FTP. Oh, it's even here. Oh, 22. No, I'm not brute forcing. So what service is running also? Let me grab service here running up. And I feel like because it's far. Okay, so that is how you work with this tool. Let me exit. I terminated the scanning. Of course, I know that it is still scanning. If you check, if you see it's still scanning. So you give it time. Some hackers who are silly, They will have 3, 4, 5 web servers that they are scanning, and they will leave the scanning for the whole day. Yambi the Vikma 6 Naya, Kopitanam town, it is scan and all that. Ask Kasana for the scanner, they have got a room where they have got these servers which are used for this. When it is the other morning, in the morning, it goes there and finds they are done. He's like, wow, God, my body girls. I'm going to explore this one. I'm going to explore this one. Damn it. Like a water line. So, guys, don't be like those. Look at what I'm getting. For 25. How sure? Seamless. Pure FTP. So, which system is this called? Pure HTTPD. So, pure HTTPD, I can Google it up. Then I'll unearth what it is. I can also pull up the what vulnerabilities exist in this one. Then I can do a version. What version is it? Like the way I did the version for the operating system. You remember what you did, guys? You realize you are powerful. Don't just learn it and debunk it. Otherwise, if you're not trying to apply it, they will be slipping off your fingers. So you can do the version, see which version is more vulnerable, what ports you can exploit, how you can use it to penetrate into another computer. I end here. So SMTP, look at that. Have you seen a number TCP wrapped? TCP wrapped, it means I can also use TCP, can create a connection and then able to after access the service like it is right on my computer. Cisco TCP, what is it for? Could it be a device on the network like a router or switch? Let's explore. I can Google it up, what this is, give me information. While this guy is still doing the scanning, he is still scanning. From afar, look at what I've got there. Now, scripts, okay? Because he has not given me scripts I can use. So it will continue giving me scripts, more information. Notes. Air limit giving what? Okay, Nikto. Are you with me? So now you have to side there. So if I come here and I come to Hydra, damn! Now look at this guy. Okay, that's why I was saying that this service is already performing what I did not desire. Who told you? Okay, who told you? I would just say scan. Who told you to start? Who? Anyway, it has not attacked. Let's see. So it tried data login attempt. Okay, tell me, is this 318 million or 381? How can you say this number? How can you say it? The number, guys, is it million or billion? This is billion or billion. Everything you try. Ati?
Million 318,445,722.
Marvelous, you opened. Okay, everything. So those are the tries that it was trying to log in a very high speed on these bots. So trying to attack this. So if it could have found the password, it will tell us that password found. So number, network. Please don't use it. I have refused. I stop you from using it. Find a dummy, then please do that. Hello? Who is going to be a police to monitor these people? See. Okay, please. Tapera. Monitor these people. They should not be scanning the mother and attack the mother. ensure that you report. Okay, so find a dummy. Elvis, please find a dummy and create yourself a lab. Okay. Okay, so that's how that's how the Sparta works. Of course, we said that there are many. Let me share this one again. Let me share this one. Where are we? Okay, stop sharing. Shared one. All right. Good. So, guys, we have next week, like you promised, which we can see your state of the art presentation. We will listen to vast amount of information. I like the way you bring up information. Sometimes I say like, wow, this is powerful. Okay, so that is good for the whole class. That is good for you as your career. Make sure you keep it up and keep that track or that lane. Keep that lane. Keep that spirit. So unless we have any question, guys, which I don't think you have a question, you want to focus on the next class. Bye. So next week we can agree when we can meet.